Stop spending time with average people. I don't know how to talk about this without sounding arrogant or sounding like I consider myself too much of a high value person, but I have this innate belief that if you want to be a high value person, male or female, you should spend more time with high value people. And for one reason, not one reason only, but this is the biggest reason why you need to spend time with high value people. If you want to become a high value person too, or if you are in a journey to become a high value person, and the reason you need to spend time with high value people is because they're going to make you believe that you can become a high value person. And that is the most important thing you need in your journey to becoming a high value person, is that you need to believe that you can become the high value person, because belief drives behavior. Wow, I just made that up. Belief drives behavior. So there's no behavior that you're gonna render if you don't believe that behavior is gonna produce a certain outcome. So you can render a behavior without that much belief, but it won't be consistent. You won't be consistent in your behavior if you don't believe that the behavior can output some results. So if you spend time with high value people who have previously derived some results from their behavior, they did XYZ and they got XYZ, then you believe that by continuing to be consistent, to be disciplined, to do the right thing, you are going to achieve what you're looking for. But when you are spending time with a lot of low value people, and a lot of low value people, they're not bad people. And I think before we go too deep into this video, maybe let's just define what's high value and what's low value. For me, number one, let's just be honest, financial indications. So material wealth, it's not important at fucking all, but material wealth is material wealth. And that's one of the indicators of if you are a high value person or a low value person. It's an indicator. It's not an important thing, but just by looking at your material possessions, I can tell if you are low value or high value. And so I not tell the whole package, but I can maybe be like, okay, 10% probability you are broke if you look like this, and if you have XYZ, or if you don't have XYZ. So people who don't have a lot of material wealth and need it. There's people who don't have material wealth and don't need it. You living in a house, you don't need a big house, you don't need a swimming pool. But there's people who want the swimming pool and who dream of it, but they don't have it. Then you like, so my point is that spending time with people that don't have a lot of things and want it but can't get it because they don't have the necessary skills, resources, and whatever to get the thing, it becomes hard for you to believe that by working you can get the thing. So you don't render the same behavior like the kid who's in Sentin or who's in Miami, who's chilling with niggas who have Ferraris and houses, and they like, boy, if you do XYZ, you're gonna get this. That boy is more prone or has more possibilities to render out behavior that is so consistent, that is so aggressive, and that's so energetic to getting what they want to get. So spending time with high value people, number one, is you won't believe you're gonna get it. Number two, they sometimes spend a majority of time talking about how you can get it more than how you can get it. So if you spend a lot of time in an environment where people are complaining and are not excited about problems, in an environment, we can be in the same environment. We're in the township. The township is facing the same problems. We are facing the same issues. We are in the same place, but our minds are not the same. Other people are like, fuck, it's dirty here. There's this and there's this and this, and they're complaining. And there's the other side who are like, fuck, it's dirty here. I can start a cleaning company and price it extremely cheap and render my services after getting after people get their grant money, so that they have money that day and they are more prone to saying yes to me cleaning their dustbin. So that way we are both facing the same problems, but one person is thinking of it as a victim, and one person is thinking of it as a perpetrator, as a person who can solve the problem. So a lot of high low value people don't consider themselves problem solvers. They consider themselves as problem receivers. Fuck, this happened, this happened, this happened. A high value person wakes up and they like, where's the problem? They not interested about what's good, what's nice. They're interested in what problem are we facing today, and they are excited to undertake it. They are excited to undertake it. So number two, high value people are excited to face problems. And when you spend time with high value people, you see them lighten up when problems arise. When there are 10 high value people in a room and a problem arises, all of them, they fight to solve the problem. They like, bro, I got this. And that one is like, bro, nah, I got this. No, I got this. Now you're sitting with 10 high value people that want to solve the problem. And now the best conclusion they can come with is, okay, let's divide the problem um, into 10, and then we'll solve it 10%, 10%. And they're like, okay, oh, no problem. And you're like, fuck, these people have a way different perspective about problems. If I was with my low value friends, nobody would have wanted to solve the problem. And the one who's gonna elect themselves to say, okay, I'll solve the problem. Now you have to solve 100% of the problem, because now nobody is willing to say, okay, solve 30%, I'll solve 30, you solve 30, you solve 5. You see? So that's another thing, is that high value people perceive themselves as problem solvers, and low value people perceive themselves as problem receivers. And if you spend time with them, you're going to end up considering yourself as a problem receiver. Just to close off the video, please think about it, research it, and try to incorporate it in your life. Not take everything as I'm saying it. This is just a thought, something I'm also living through, and actually it's building up every day. And another point, just number three, I hate how low IQ people expect high IQ people to come to their level, but they cannot come to the level of a high IQ person. So if a poor person will be like, you don't understand my problems. You have to understand me. We have to do things at my rate because I am slow. But they never take time and be like, Ish, am I not inconveniencing this fast person, this rich person, this person who has their own problems? Maybe how about I work up to their problems, to their level? They're gonna be like, oh, it's hard to come to your level. And they expect you, Uzi, it's easy for you to come to their level. And they're like, dog, you need to meet me where I'm at. And then I'm like, but it's also difficult for me to dumb it down. It's also difficult for me to come to your level. And I have to do it because as a smart person, I have to be like, okay, let me consider this person, let me do this and this just to accommodate them in my world. But for them to come up to my world, it's very difficult for them, and they innately expect you. Somebody expect you. They feel like they're entitled to understand, that they're like entitled for you to undertake their problems. When you rich and you walk up to a poor person, not it's, maybe it happens 1% of the time. It's not like oh, it always happens. But most of the time, people with a poor mindset will expect you to come to their level. They have, no, not audacity, but okay, I need that word. That word is very dope. The not a privilege, the hey, I forgot this word, but they feel entitled. Yeah, they have an entitlement. Yeah, all smart people need to understand us because we are dumb, and yeah, they need to understand us well. And it doesn't work like that. If you are low value and you don't want to work up, because a lot of high value people were once low value people, and they went through years or a time span of just struggling to just get to the high value position. And once they're in the high value position, now they are looking at you like this, and they're like, nigga, come up. And you're just like, nah, I ain't coming up. You come to my level. And most of the time, a lot of high value people find themselves having to come to their level of the low value person, and they end up spending time there because all of your friends are low value. Now you got 20 friends, all of them are low value, and you are like, you have the guilt of, if I transition to high value people, they're gonna be like, oh, so Nema, Liman just upload me, but you like, dog, I need growth, dog. I need somebody who can feed this and take it to another level. I can't spend with you when you're always talking about how the hood is fucked up, how we can't do this project because we need money, and people who have money are white people and they won't give us money, and the politicians. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even understanding the language you're speaking. So yeah, man, I can talk for the whole day, but was just the video, man. Just chill with high value people, man.